Hello Command, welcome to Gamers Web. My name is Mark, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the Aliens Set 1 for XCOM the Miniatures game from Modiphius Entertainment. These were very kindly sent to me by Modiphius, and this is my third attempt at doing a video because the last two kind of messed up because there was a piece missing off one of the models, but Charlie very kindly got that organised for me, and that arrived yesterday, so let's crack on. Right, okay, so not going to do these in a particular order really, but we do get a bunch of really nice resin miniatures, which we will go through one by one. Now, these are only the first of the first wave of the miniatures. They are going to be in resin, and they're also going to be available in plastic as a plastic kit. But I'm digressing. Let's just crack on. Okay, so first up we have this beautiful model here with his arms. This is the Sectoid leader. He is Sectoid Commander, he is classed as. He's quite nice, he's got a very dynamic pose. I'm going to go through all of the models, and then I'm going to assemble them and we'll look at them in a little bit more detail, the same as I did with my XCOM Operatives Pack 1 last week. So if you've not watched that video, it's in the playlist. It's also linked up here as well somewhere, hopefully. If not, it's definitely in the description. Okay, so this is number one that we're looking at. Great detail. I love the fact that he's got the throbby vein in his head. I don't know how on earth I'm going to paint these guys. I think it's going to be lots of washes. Very little flash that is on the model. I think it's like quite easy to just flicked off. Quite easy to get off with a toothbrush, as with most of the things. Right, okay, so put him to one side. Next up we have, now these frames sometimes have arms for other models on them, or legs for other models, so let's look at them. So there's another sectoid. Again, your typical grey alien, although these are sectoids that would appear in XCOM and Enemy Unknown, which is basically the revamp of XCOM that came out about 2012 it came out. No, it kind of bit longer than that. Anyway, they're very nice models. Okay, so that's number two sectoid. Then we have this sectoid here. He's got an arm which I think goes with the one of the tall men, thin men, sorry. Again, great detail on the face. You can see the pretty nasty looking. Okay. Then final sectoid. So altogether we get three sectoids and the commander. Now this has got the arm, one of the arms off one of the thin men in it. So remember that when I assemble them. Then we've got the outsider, which he's not too bad in the first game. They're not as much of a pain in the neck as, say, a chrysalid, which I think is in the next wave, and they're very, very nasty. But again, great animation, good attention to detail. These are painted really, really nicely. And then we have the first of our thin men. So we've got one here who's They've got the unusual legs. Their legs are way too long for the bodies. Like the joint is very disconcerting when you actually look at them. And it's got the gun in the hand. He's wearing the little suit. It actually turns out, according to the law of XCOM, that these, although they actually call them thin men, aren't actually men at all. They're women. They're female vipers. But once they reveal their true selves, that's when we discover that they're actually not male at all. Okay, so there's an arm on that one. As you can see, my fingers. There's his body, and the other hand is on one of the sprue gates. And again, great detail. And this is the pesky one that caused me all the issues. This wee guy here in this bag. As you can see, I've not opened him yet. So let's get him opened up. But many thanks to the guys at the factory for sending this out, and for Charlie for organising it to come out so quickly. Because I originally wanted to do both videos together, but I couldn't for obvious reasons, because I didn't have the right things. Right, so I've got the arms, which is there's double duplicate of that one. So I've got this one twice now, so I've got an extra set of arms. And then this is one of my favourite models. I love this model. He's got this, like, well, she's got this elegant pose. Very dramatic. Very nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly pause and assemble the models, and then we'll get back and have a look at them assembled. So I should be right back. Okay, welcome back. Right, so I've managed to assemble everything. No problems, no issues. They all went together really, really quickly. I just took my time and watched a YouTube video whilst I was assembling them. So let's look what we've got. So first up, we have the outsider, which I'm just going to pop in there so I can, yeah, there is night. A lot of detail on this. There's more detail on it than I thought when I first originally took the model out of the packet. It looks very, very much like the one that you find in XCOM Enemy Within, or Enemy Unknown, depending on which version you're playing. I like the model. I've got to say, of all the ones that have been released in, or that are coming out in Wave 1, this is the one that I didn't like the look of the most. The rest of them are all brilliant. I didn't really like the overall shape, but it's very faithful to the model that you find in the game, the actual game file. So that said, you know, that's a really good thing. Lots of nice intricate detail. He'll paint up quite well. Okay, so that's him out of the way. Let's have a look at the sectoids. So starting off with the sectoid leader or commander. This guy's awesome. I really like this guy. He's like getting the kids off his lawn. Come here, you kids! Get off my lawn! You've got the big bulbous head as well. Now there's a slight bit of filling needs doing on the arm, which I will get around to doing once I actually clean the miniatures up. As I said in the previous video for the operatives, all these miniatures are going to be rebased. I just tap them down onto the bases with superglue to do the video, basically. But really nice model. Very, very good pose. Easily iconic pose. So as you can see on the arm here, hold on a second, I'll just get my trusty knife to point out. Okay, so as you can see on the arm there's the gap. That's easy enough to fill. I mean, once it's painted you won't even notice it, but I'm going to fill that up. And again, his weapon, brilliant, looks perfect, looks exactly the same as it does in the computer game. So that's the leader. And then we have crouching sectoid, or the scuttering sectoid. This is probably the hardest one to assemble because you've got to make sure you get the arms and legs in the right position. If not, it's a bit of a nightmare. But it only took a couple of minutes to get him in the right position. So he's all right. Again, I like the way his head looking. His head's looking right at the camera. It's very similar to the one that you get at the beginning of the game before you actually start playing. That runs across the screen, and again, as you can see from the little gap there, it needs filling, but it's what to be expected with Resin. Great model. Okay, moving on to Sectoid number 3, or Sectoid number 2 actually, because obviously the commander's not a grunt. Another decent pose, again evocative of the game, looks brilliant, lots of great detail, excellent animation, and I think all these are going to need a little bit of clean up on the arms once they're done, before I paint them, because you can see the arm with the weapon there is a little tiny gap. And then we have our final sectoid. This guy's alright, I have no issues with him at all. Looks great from all angles. Now unfortunately my turntable's vanished, I don't know where it's gone. I've got several of them and I can't find any of them. But once I get them done again, once I get it out, when I do the painting videos, I will actually get them sorted and put them on the turntable. Right, so this is the first of the thin men. I always say tall men. I don't know why I say tall men, probably because I'm an idiot, but I'm just going to double check that I've got the right vernacular for it, because if I haven't, I'm going to look and sound as stupid as I think I am. Right. Okay. Right, where are we? There we go. Okay, right, so the pack contains... there we go. 1 sectoid, 2 sectoid, 3 sectoids, Sectoid Commander, Outsider, Thin Man 1, Thin Man 2, and Thin Man 3, plus plastic bases. Right, okay, so this is the first of the Thin Men, and these are really creepy. These used to always freak me out when I played the game the first time I saw them, because they're so tall and unnatural. And they're also so acrobatic as well. They like jump off tall buildings and do somersaults and stuff. Great models. I like this one. This one's really cool. And then from the back. And again, as I say, they're just tacked onto the bases with superglue. I'm just going to slice them off the bases and then put on the resin bases that I've already printed out. Sorry, not the resin, the FDM bases that I've printed out. Right, so again, arms way too long, legs way too long for the body. They do look very serpentine. I've got to admit that, now knowing what they are, they do look very serpentine. Nice. Great pose. All the poses are ripped directly from the game. Brilliant. And again, just a little tiny touch of filler there. I'll define, and I may have to slide down the... and this is the one that caused all the problems because his head was missing. And this is the big guy. And as you can see, they're all wearing the glasses as well. Really nice models. Okay, right, so I'm just going to pause a second and then I'll set up with the entire crew and we'll see what we've got. So I shall be right back. Okay, so the gang's all here, as they say. Just a quick look at the Aliens Pack 1 from our good friends over at Modiphius Entertainment. Once again, my many thanks go to Charlie and all the folks over at Modiphius, and to Chris for supplying these samples so I can review them for you. Next video coming up will be my painting of the operatives. I've also got done the first part of the video of creating my roster for my gang, my operatives. I've done my first part of that. I had a very dear friend pass away very recently, so she's been immortalised in my operatives team. She's going to be the leader of my operatives, and that'll be coming very shortly. And also I'm going to do my first playthrough of the first 3 adventures as soon as I can get the time to film it. So big thumbs up. That's my thumb, by the way. Big thumbs up for all this stuff from Modiphius. It's fantastic. Can't wait to get them painted. I really am looking forward to this game. So I've been Mark. Thank you for tuning into Gamers Web, no matter where you are in the world. Please stay safe and look after yourself. If you want to comment on this, are you actually excited about XCOM? Are you looking forward to it coming out? Are you pre-ordering? Speaking of pre-ordering, Modiphius announced last week that they were changing the rules of pre-order. I have already posted on Gamers Web, which I will leave a link to in the description below, but they've increased what you get. So basically, when you pre-order the game, whether you order it in plastic or resin, you will get double this. So you'll get you get 1 set of operatives, but you get 2 sets of aliens, which is amazing, whether it's in plastic or resin. Right, so that's it. Look after yourselves, and I'll hopefully speak to you soon. Take care, and thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.